Be strong.
Well, hi guys, welcome to the channel. Today is day one of the adventure that Van Life Radio starts in its own mobile studio. Excuse the mess, but yeah, a little cramped, but not too bad. We're learning to get there. And we're in Auckland, New Zealand at level 3. At the moment, the government hasn't a clue what they're doing around COVID regulations, much like most other countries in the world. Excuse me. I know UK, Boris Johnson, he was also sort of scratching his head of how to do this and what to do. And, well, we won't talk about President Trump and even Joe Biden of how they're managing the US. Pretty terrible at the moment. Australia is just the same. Anyway. Delta's really starting to take off in Auckland. This is now my permanent home and office, and I don't have a fixed abode. So most of the campsites are still closed due to regulations. So the people who are van life residents and live permanently in their vans are a bit snookered, because there's not a lot of places to go where you can stay overnight. With the regulations and lockdowns, they haven't taken into consideration people living in portable mobile homes, caravans, stuff like that, because obviously there's not a lot compared to the general population. Anyway, today I am going to be searching out 2 or 3 free sites that are on the app that I use, which I'll talk about a little bit later. And these are stay over, park over during the night. They're not monitored, they're free of charge, and hopefully they're not going to be fully booked up. In other words, no space. I'm thinking there might be. Anyway, so I'm going to one at Gulf Harbour, which is a parking lot that they've allocated for self-contained motorhomes. And I'm going to see if that's available for this afternoon. I'm going to sneak in there and see if there's a spot. If there is, that's great, because I'm fully catered and charged up for one night, self-contained, no problem at all. We can even do the radio station on battery, and I have a generator, an EcoFlow Delta 2.7 kilowatt generator in here as well. So more than enough power. It's just somewhere to park, somewhere flat to park, which is important. So follow us, and we'll see what happens. I'll be just got a bit of packing to do in the actual garage section of the motorhome, and once I've got everything packed up properly, we'll be on the road. So why don't you join us? Well, hello, and here we are. We eventually made it to Whangaparua Peninsula, to Gulf Harbour. And yeah, I'm glad I got here when I did, actually, because I was expecting it to be sort of a third full, maybe 4 or 5 vehicles. But at 11 o'clock in the morning, it was 80%. I had to park up somewhere over there because that was the first spot I physically saw. So I thought, well, if that's the only spot, I better get in there. So I parked in there. Then I jumped out and I took a walk up to this end where all the big motorhomes are. And I noticed there were 3 bays open here side by side. And I thought, yeah, I'll take the center one. That'll do me nicely. So I quickly ran back, grabbed the van, pulled it up to here, reversed it in, put the chocks under the front wheels, and we're absolutely rock solid, stable. And as you can see, we have one hell of a nice view out there. That's out the windscreen of the van onto the Hauraki Gulf, and as you can see, there's quite a few motorhomes out there. Very nice spot though, I will say. This is a free camping spot. There is a dump station, and yeah, no charge. And here they come, one after the other. Here comes another one. I'll just leave that like that for now, and you can see as they drive past. So we'll stop it there, and I'll give you a little bit of a walk around in a couple of minutes.
Walk with me. Let's leave the past behind. Walk with me. There's something else we need to find. Say you'll go, don't make me wait. There's no need to hesitate. Let's make footprints in sand. Let's make miracles. Come hold my hand. Let's find something new, me and you.
So we got dinner from a little cafe at Gulf Harbour Marina. It's a fish burger with fresh lettuce, tomato, onion. It looks like a bit of cucumber in there. Oh. Yeah, no, that's really good. I was in the mood for a burger, but I didn't want to go in for a hefty beef burger because they fill you up something chronic. But it's a little place called the Ripples Cafe at Gulf Harbour Marina, a little takeaway. So what you do, go and ask them for a menu, and then come back to your camper van or motorhome, and then about half an hour before you want to eat, they close at 7 p.m. by the way, give them a call, tell them what you want. It takes about 10-15 minutes. The site here is literally, if you're going to walk there, it's probably about 15 minutes walk, but on my electric scooter it took me I think about 3 minutes to get there. Pick it up, come back, you're in the comfort of your motorhome, and wow, this is really good fresh food. Gurnard fish, beetroot. Whoa, fish is falling out the back here. Man, that is so good. Hats off. I recommend the fish burger. Wash it down with some Southern Comfort and appetizer. Now there's a drink you haven't heard of. A very nice one indeed there. So that's what's for dinner on the first night. Gurnard fish burger, Southern Comfort and appetizer. I'll put the shade up at the back here because the sun's starting to shine through and it's giving me a bit of a sunburn on the back of the neck. But what a beautiful day it's turned out to be. Place is starting to fill up now. There's vans right next to me, and yeah, it's going to be a bit of a windy evening by the looks of it, but it's clearing up nicely. So okay, well, we'll catch up with you in the morning. Well, good morning. It's Sunday, Don't even know what date it is, but that's not a problem. Yeah, it's about 7:30 in the morning. We're back in Whangaparua Peninsula at Gulf Harbour, and what a beautiful night! What a peaceful night in comparison to where we were to start with, which was Hatfield's Beach. I've written it up in the blog if you go up and have a look there at the roaming Kiwi.online. But basically what happened was we ended up going to Hatfield Beach, and as the evening progressed, so did the joyousness and joviality of all the people that were there. Younger generation. Not that I'm an old man, but definitely a party crowd down there. Saturday night, and why not? I mean, that's what it's all about. I remember I was like that when I was that age. But anyway, sort of 10 o'clock at night, when I'm sort of turning over and trying to get some sleep, then there's a lot of boom, boom, boom in the ears. I love boom, boom, don't get me wrong. I'm a DJ after all said and done. But, there comes a time of the night when you actually want to get some sleep. Plus the fact, with it being a Saturday night, there was a lot of traffic passing behind me. And the back of the van, of course, is the bedroom. And that was probably about 6 feet away from the main road. So as I lay there thinking about life in general and the boom, 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 I knew it wasn't going to be an easy night. So I contemplated whether I stay there or whether I shoot back to this place, which is what I did. So 10:30 at night, jumped out of bed, pulled on my tracksuits and drove out and got to Gulf Harbour about 25 minutes later. But the point was, when I arrived here, I was amazed that there were still quite a few slots available, including the one I was in on Friday night, which was absolutely amazing. So I just reversed up quietly, switched the engine off, and I sat there, and there was nothing. There wasn't a sound. So I even tiptoed around inside the van in case I might have caused a bit of a noise across the car park. It was that quiet, absolutely dead still quiet. And that's the difference. I mean, the place is full of motorhome owners and renters potentially. A lot of the NZ people, and probably of a more mature community. So therefore, 10:30 at night, most everybody's got their head down in their beds, or they're watching a bit of TV in quiet. The point is, there was no boom boom. And that was so great. So switched everything off, climbed back into bed pretty quickly, and woke up this morning. And it's brilliant. Had a bit of time to watch qualifying on the Grand Prix. As you can see, a bit of a Red Bull supporter, if I didn't give that away. Except now they're in a white livery. Looks like I'll have to get another jacket. Okay, well, as I said, here we are, back in Gulf Harbour. So we'll be taking off at about 9 o'clock this morning. And I'll be picking up the laundry on the way through. Stop back in again at the shopping centre that I was at yesterday for breakfast. I'm going to stop in there again, get another pie and that from the bakery. Again, you can read that on the blog if you go through to the roamingkiwi.online. Pick up my daily blogs there, by the way. If you're not into watching too much of the YouTube stuff, I'm going to fill up what I can when I can. So I might not be videoing every day, but I might be filling the scenes in on the blog rather, if you know what I mean. So it'll be a mix and match of both. I mean, some people don't like YouTube, others can't be asked with a blog. So you've got a choice of both worlds. Make it as easy as possible for you. So with that, I'm going to give you a little view of my morning here in a free park up in Gulf Harbour in a motel. Take a look at what you can see. Isn't that beautiful? Sun coming up across Gulf Harbour. That's the Hauraki Gulf out there. And if I turn around again, it's a good park up this. One or two slots still available. And down there's where the boat ramp is.